In the annals of wisdom passed down through generations, there exists a solemn cautionary tale about the perils that await those ensnared by the allure of immoral or deceitful women. This tale, echoed through ancient proverbs and sage counsel, speaks of a journey that begins with the honeyed words and captivating charms of such women. Their initial sweetness veils the bitter and destructive consequences that lie in wait, akin to the bitterness of wormwood or the sharpness of a two-edged sword. An old sage once imparted this timeless wisdom: it is wisdom to flee from what brings you sweetness now but will eventually end in bitterness. Never wait to dip your finger in a hole you cannot see through, lest you be bitten by a viper. These words resonate with the weight of experience, warning against the seductive traps that lead men astray. The pursuit of these men, fueled by desire and blinded by infatuation, often leads to ruin. They strip away not only wealth and dignity but also the very essence of life itself. Like a snare hidden in the shadows, these relationships ensnare the unwary, drawing them closer to a metaphorical death. The superficial allure of beauty and flattery belies a path that descends into moral and existential destruction. Many once strong and capable men have been brought low by these entanglements, their lives scarred by regret and loss. The consequences of yielding to such temptations are dire, marking a path of turmoil and despair. Hence, it is imperative to heed the ancient warnings, to recognize the signs, and to steer clear of the treacherous waters where such perilous currents flow. This is the tale of Miremba, blessed with striking natural beauty and an alluring figure. However, those who cross her path bear lifelong scars from her trap. In the tranquil depths of the ocean, where sunlight barely reaches, there lies a hidden realm of mermaids. Among them was a young and enchanting mermaid named Miremba. Her beauty was unrivaled, but beneath her ethereal exterior lay a heart consumed by vengeance. Miremba had been sent from the mermaid world to the land of humans with a sinister mission: to destroy those who could not control their lust for beauty. Miremba's first target was a powerful politician named Chief Emeka, known for his corrupt dealings and insatiable desire for beautiful women. Disguised as a human, Miremba entered Chief Emeka's life as a mysterious and alluring woman. She quickly captured his attention, and he fell deeply under her spell. One evening, as they dined in a luxurious restaurant, Chief Emeka could hardly believe his luck. Miremba was unlike any woman he had ever met, her beauty and charm intoxicating. Emeka was unaware that Miremba had other plans for him. As the evening progressed, Miremba leaned in close, whispering sweet promises into his ear. Chief Emeka's mind swirled with desire, oblivious to the subtle enchantment Miremba wove around him. The moment he reached out to touch her, Miremba revealed her true nature. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as she placed a hand on his chest. Emeka's body froze, his expression turning from lust to terror. He felt an icy chill spread through his veins, rendering him powerless. Miremba's voice, once sweet, now carried an ominous tone. "You have used your power to exploit and destroy, Chief Emeka," she said. "Now, you will pay for your sins." With a final piercing gaze, Miremba took away Emeka's manhood, rendering him impotent for life. The once powerful politician felt an overwhelming sense of dread and shame. His virility, a symbol of his dominance and corruption, was gone forever. News of Chief Emeka's sudden downfall spread quickly. The whispers of his impotence became public knowledge, and his political allies abandoned him. His enemies seized the opportunity to dismantle his empire, leaving Emeka a broken and humiliated man. Miremba's first act of vengeance was complete. Chief Emeka's legacy of corruption and greed was abruptly ended, not by death, but by a fate far worse, a lifetime of impotence and disgrace. Miremba targeted Professor Ekin, a lecturer infamous for exploiting his female students. Many young women had fallen victim to his advances, their dreams crushed by his lechery. Miremba enrolled in his class, and it wasn't long before Ikeen noticed her. His obsession grew, leading him to invite her to his office under the guise of discussing her grades. Professor Ikeen told her that she could not pass his course unless she did what other ladies had done. She begged Professor Ikeen not to frustrate her long-term ambition. After much pleading, to which Professor Ikeen did not yield, she agreed to meet him in a hotel at a time both agreed upon. Before Professor Ikeen got to the hotel, she had made arrangements to rig the hotel room with hidden cameras. After a long night with the professor, compromising photos of Ikeen with Miremba circulated across the campus the next day. Emboldened by this evidence, other female students came forward to support Miremba's claims. Ikeen was arrested and found guilty of exchanging sex for marks, his reputation shattered beyond repair. Miremba moved on to a small village where a grand wedding was about to take place. The groom, Afolabi, was known for his infidelity, even as he prepared to marry a virtuous woman. Miremba attended the wedding disguised as a guest, her beauty drawing every eye in the room. During the reception, she lured Afolabi away from the festivities with promises of passion. As they disappeared into the night, the bride was left waiting, her heart shattered by the groom's betrayal. When the villagers found Afolabi the next morning, he was barely alive, ravaged by a mysterious illness that left him bedridden for the rest of his days. Miremba encountered Apostle Banjo, a revered spiritual leader who secretly indulged in sinful pleasures. Disguised as a penitent seeking guidance, Miremba attended his church services, slowly working her way into his life. Once she had gained his trust, Miremba lured Apostle Banjo into a compromising situation, capturing the entire encounter on video. The footage was then leaked on social media, causing an immediate scandal. As the video went viral, other victims of his misdeeds came forward, exposing the full extent of his hypocrisy and corruption. His ministry crumbled, and his reputation was irreparably damaged, leaving him a disgraced and broken man. Miremba's mission took her to a corporate mogul named Chief Badmus, who was on the brink of securing a lucrative contract. She infiltrated his life, and soon he was ensnared by her beauty. The night before the contract was to be signed, Miremba lured Chief Badmus into a night of passion. The next morning, Chief Badmus awoke to find the contract had been awarded to a rival company. His ambitions lay in ruins, and he was left to ponder the cost of his uncontrolled lust. Miremba's path led her to a glamorous city filled with celebrities and socialites. Among them was Kojo, a famous actor known for his womanizing ways. Despite his public image of charm and charisma, his private life was a string of broken hearts and scandalous affairs. Miremba appeared at one of his lavish parties, her beauty eclipsing that of any starlet present. Kojo was instantly captivated and invited her to his private suite. There, Miremba revealed a side of herself that no one could resist, and Kojo was no exception. In the days that followed, compromising photos of Kojo and Miremba began circulating on social media. His fans turned against him, and sponsors withdrew their support. Kojo's career plummeted, and he was left a disgraced and forgotten figure, all because he couldn't resist Miremba's allure. Miremba traveled to the capital city, where she targeted Ambassador Bakery, a respected diplomat with a hidden penchant for extramarital affairs. Miremba posed as a foreign dignitary and quickly caught Bakery's eye at a high-profile gala. Bakery invited Miremba to a secluded rendezvous, confident in his ability to maintain discretion. However, Miremba had other plans. She secretly recorded their encounter and leaked the footage to the media. The scandal rocked the political world, and Bakery's career was irreparably damaged. His wife and family, shamed and humiliated, abandoned him, leaving Bakery to face the consequences of his indiscretions alone. Judge Mensah was known for his harsh sentences and moral grandstanding. Behind closed doors, however, he was a man with dark desires. Miremba, aware of his hypocrisy, decided to teach him a lesson. She orchestrated a chance meeting, playing the role of a damsel in distress. Mensah took the bait, offering to help her in exchange for favors. Miremba obliged, knowing his weakness would lead to his undoing. Once she had him ensnared, she revealed their affair to the public. Mensah's judicial career was destroyed, and he faced public outrage and disgrace. His reputation as a pillar of justice crumbled, exposing the corruption and hypocrisy that lay beneath. In a wealthy family, the young heir, Jide, was infamous for his reckless lifestyle and womanizing habits. Miremba, drawn to his arrogance, decided to make him her next victim. Disguised as a high society lady, she infiltrated Jide's social circle and quickly became the object of his obsession. Jide lavished her with gifts and attention, unaware of the impending doom. After a night of passion, Miremba left him with a parting gift, a cursed talisman. From that moment on, Jide's life spiraled into chaos. He lost his fortune in a series of disastrous investments, and his health deteriorated inexplicably. The once proud heir was reduced to a shadow of his former self, cursed by the very beauty he had pursued. Miremba encountered Namdi, a renowned film producer who used his fame to exploit young female actors. His charm and talent masked his predatory nature, but Miremba saw through his facade. She attended one of Namdi's film recordings, capturing his attention with her enchanting presence. Namdi, eager to conquer this new beauty, invited her backstage. Miremba played along, leading him into a false sense of security. After their encounter, Namdi was afflicted with an incurable disease, a parting gift from Miremba. The illness drained his fortune as he desperately sought a cure. Despite his efforts, the disease persisted, and he eventually died, having spent all he had on his futile battle against the sickness. Miremba's travels brought her to a bustling marketplace where Obinna, a wealthy merchant, reigned supreme. Known for his shady dealings and exploitation of the poor, Obinna was a man driven by greed and lust. Miremba posed as a humble vendor, catching Obinna's eye with her beauty and grace. He pursued her relentlessly, offering her riches and promises. Miremba feigned interest, leading him to believe he had won her over. One night, she led him to a secluded spot under the guise of romance. There, she revealed her true form, and Obinna's greed turned to terror. She cursed his wealth, and within days, his fortune vanished in a series of catastrophic events. The once powerful merchant was left destitute, a victim of his own insatiable desires. Dr. Chima was a respected physician known for his dedication to his patients. However, behind closed doors, he exploited vulnerable women who sought his medical expertise. Miremba, aware of his double life, decided to expose his hypocrisy. She disguised herself as a patient in need of urgent medical attention. Dr. Chima, drawn to her beauty and vulnerability, offered his assistance eagerly. Miremba played the part of a grateful patient, gaining his trust over several visits. One fateful night, she revealed her true form to him. Dr. Chima's shock quickly turned to terror as Miremba condemned him for his crimes against women. She cursed him with a debilitating illness that mirrored the suffering he had inflicted on others. Dr. Chima's medical career was ruined, and he became a pariah in the medical community, haunted by the ghosts of his past. Miremba's reign of vengeance knew no bounds, her beauty a weapon of destruction against those who succumbed to their darkest desires. Her tale serves as a chilling reminder of the consequences of greed, lust, and hypocrisy, echoing through the ages as a cautionary tale for all who dare to stray from the path of righteousness. As she moved from one victim to another, the legend of Miremba, the vengeful mermaid, grew, a chilling warning to all who dared to fall under her spell.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our story. If you did, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts on how we can enhance our productions and deliver even more compelling content. Your support and suggestions motivate us to continue creating and improving. Thank you for being an essential part of our journey.